close my eyes and I can see the day we met. Just one moment and I knew you're my best friend. Do anything for you. We've gone so far and done so much, and I feel like we've always been together, right by my side, through thick and thin. You're the part of my life I'll always remember. The time has come. It's for the best, I know it. Who could have guessed that you and I, somehow, someday, we'd have to say goodbye.
Hello everybody. Aside from this wonderful song from the legendary series Pokemon, this is not regarding a best friend this time, or anything going on with anything else. This is regarding the year 2023. Hello everybody, a special AJ42K Productions at your service. I want to proudly announce to everybody Happy New Year, soon to be Happy New Year, and Merry Christmas a little late. Guys, this has been a journey. Here's the synopsis of the whole year from start to finish. I might have to do a little stuff, so forgive me if I do that too. In the last in this whole year, how it all started. I took a small vacation to start small getaway, daycation, whatever you want to call it, just to get away from Omaha, to go to Lincoln for the first time ever, just to enjoy Lincoln in the nightlife. A good friend or colleague told me that to do that, took her advice, and I'm glad I did. January 12th, that was the day I had my first foot surgery on my left foot. This was a really scary situation, but it had to be done. Later on, February comes. I get advice, well, aside from that, I get advice for the surgery, thanks to this wonderful woman, Joni. If you're seeing this right now, Joni at Proof. If you're seeing this right now, a special thank you to you. Joni, everybody, was the bartender that told me don't do both feet at the same time. The reason why, she did that, and it was a bad omen. Joni, from marathoner to skier. Joni, the skier, and the bartender at Proof, I want to say thank you for that advice, because you were right. That was my left foot. February on to March. I had to learn a lot. You know, there was a lot of things going on, but I decided to try finding a job. I did find a job in March. I worked at a place called Beauty Girl in Lincoln. Bad mistake if you already know the stories regarding this whole year. Don't gotta explain the whole details on that. That woman, update on that. On Halloween weekend, that place closed down. I was flipping a cartwheel when that happened. That was the day I became Sonic the Hedgehog for Halloween. And if you don't believe me, here's the photo. Thank you to my mother who gave me that photo with the 8 Chaos medals. Really emeralds, off the point. Aside from that, 5 races I registered for, only one of them was canceled. For the 4 races that were not canceled, this was my first race with the time of this. This was the Lincoln Half, the 2023 Lincoln Half on May 7th, exactly 10 days before my birthday, my milestone birthday. This was not the best time I ever got, but it was not my worst, thank God. It could have been better, but at mile 10, I started to feel, the cramps, which most people know. But luckily, I finished in time before it got a lot worse. Nick, I saw you there too. I'm sorry I could not dance to Whiskey Drinking Son of a Bitch that day because I was too dead tired and it was screwed over with my legs. Later on came a lot of other stuff, but that's been long gone. I made a lot of new friends from running. I got rid of some old ones, and had more enemies that I've had friends. But the mostly important of all that, I have more supporters now than I have friends, much less enemies. I'll take the good with the bad on that. That's no big deal on that. I also went to Des Moines. Des Moines is this race. Regarding this, if you can't see it correctly, it was 2:16:28. This was a race to remember in a complete different way. If you look at overall, 15:20 out of 3,161. That was the first time ever in my life I had a top half finish, ever. That was my 14th ever half marathon. I did another one 3 weeks after, back in Lincoln. I started in Lincoln, and I end in Lincoln. This was the Good Life Halvesy. The Good Life Halvesy is the other half marathon in Lincoln. You got a Lincoln Marathon and you got the Lincoln Half, of course, the same company. But also you got the Good Life Halvesy, which is completely different from the Lincoln Marathon and Half. Excuse me. This race I PR'd better than I expected. My time to beat, if you guys remember, was 2:16:12. I clocked in at 2:14:11. It took 5 races, counting the one canceled, to finally have a PR this year. Remember, I had foot surgery during the time of the season on my left before the season started. Now I have my right foot currently. I don't have the boots on, thank God, because I'm dressed up now, which you probably already know, but I still cannot run until January 25th, which is exactly 4 weeks away. I will be back in the gym after New Year's is over. I had to take a little bit of a break on that too. I also wanted to explain to everybody this right now. I was arrested on August 24th, the same day Donald Trump was, for something I never did. I survived 7 good hours in jail after all the stuff going on. I guess I am a badass more than people think. There are times when I talk, and there are times when I don't talk at all. And that was the day I kept silent for quite a while. Bros and babes, Nebraska, I solved this one big problem for a long time. Nebraska doesn't care about people with disabilities. It's a bunch of full of privileged snobs who, some of them, majority of them, glorify a sex change, transgender people, and yet they think they know about autism and they really do not. For this specific thing I've been trying to solve for a long time, I finally got what I needed at long last for the sake of my redemption life. This right here is what I want to show a lot of people, because once I have literally made, this was the breaking point and the turning point of 2023. This was the time when I solved the crime at long last, because they think it's a mistake. After 3 times of this garbage, it ain't gonna be no mistake. So to the guy that deserved this, and I'm glad I recorded it, to this person, you're finished. I hope to God you get what you deserve later on. Here's the video to prove it.
Saying shit about me.
I don't have to tell you that.
Why? Because you're too chicken to tell me?
No, because I don't have to divulge that information.
Then why are they triggered by presence? Why? Tell me that.
Because you're inappropriate, you're saying inappropriate
Perception.
So I'm inappropriate?
Bullshit.
So they're triggered to me being inappropriate. There's people that do a lot worse shit than me here.
No, there's not.
Prideful.
Bullshit, I have proof of that.
You can lower
Chicken
your
shit
voice
took
and
the
repeat
neck.
your things and get the fuck out of my club right now. My club police and have you
Oh, I will leave.
What?
But I'll tell you one thing.
Listen.
Learn about autism, you privileged snob, because I don't deal with people who are triggered by my presence. And for that, welcome to Papillion, and Nebraska is land of the rich and home of the privileged, and proof for that. Aaron, I hope you have a kid with autism, and I hope to God you will learn what the fuck I've been through. Have a nice life, because your privilege ass deserves no respect.
Get the fuck out of my club right now.
Oh, I will. And I will. I will. Don't be a trigger little pussy. Have a nice day.
Ladies and gentlemen, from August 30th, 2020, when I broke my silence, to that day on June 7th of this year. This is what I go through every single time with people who have an I don't give a rat's behind attitude, triggered to my presence, feminazi, Trump public cunt, privilege, special treatment, favoritism, you name it, I've been through it. I don't want to deal with this. This has been going on for a long time, don't get me wrong, but this was the time when people have gone to the extreme with it. So when I say the Dice attitude, if you think of the guy Dice from Midnight Club 2 and PS2, mess with me and I will embarrass you. He didn't say mess with me and I will kill you, rape you, attack you, yada, 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 yada. He said in the video game, mess with me and I will embarrass you. This is the time when I had to do this to this Jim piece of shit fuckface of a guy named Aaron. To this privileged snob, you got what you deserved. And for that, you're finished. So, speaking of finishing comes to my conclusion. I don't care what race you are, what sex you are, what you identify as, whatever the hell you are. You don't get respect because you're black, trans, white, gay, from out of the country, disabled or not, like me. I'm disabled. Should I get demanded respect? Should I demand respect? Never have I ever. So you transgenders and you black people, whatever you are, you don't get respect automatically. You earn it like everybody else, and that counts me as well. Hispanic, disabled, and an American. Respect will never be granted, no matter who you are, especially to you trans people. It is earned. Maybe I should say I'm autistic, so you better respect me too. You do this, trans people. Just keep identifying as a problem because you are the problem to demand respect. You don't get respect because you're a sex change. You get earn it because you deserve it. And that goes for everyone. Not just my family, not just any Joe Schmo. That goes for everyone. And I have to earn respect too, like everybody else too. That's how it works. So to everybody here, I overcame so much to make it this far. I survived 3 attacks. One of them was a mob of 10 women, all black. No further details on that garbage. I have been in 5 different fights this year and survived all of them. I survived a punch in the face by a black cock. Don't know his name, so he's black, has a cock. His name's Black Cock. He punched me in the face. My best friend was with me. He felt bad for me. My best friend did. Here's the thing that proves to me I'm human, Balto. And before you get crazy on the name, well, you didn't save an entire city. I'm like, do you not know what happened 45 minutes before the whole thing happened with that garbage? Watch the whole movie. You'll understand why I got the nickname. And for Ben, thank you for giving me that nickname, Ben Seaman. So much semen, gotta love Diaz. So, Balto was teased, laughed at, screwed over, not given a chance. You name it, look at me. I got the name of Human Balto because of Ben. Thanks, Ben. But there's also something I want to say to everybody. This wonderful woman, like, aside from Ben's story, Casey Lichtig. If you don't know who she is, she's a famous ultramarathoner in this state where I live in, Nebraska. She has won Ultramarathoner of the Year a few years back. But that's not the reason why I like her so much. The reason why I like her a lot is because she saved me from giving up on running a marathon. Casey Lichtig. You know the story, Casey. And most of you that know me real well know this story. Casey, if you're seeing this right now, this is a special thank you. 2 years later, that you made me this man to this day. I honestly can no longer be the saddest and disgusted man anymore. I am now the happiest I've been in my life. Had if it not been for you to try one more time, what if you can never run again? Casey, those words told me to try one more time. 2 years ago in July. Casey, like Tig, you are the hero. You are the hero that saved me from giving up on running. Ben Seaman, you are the man, Hero of the Year, former of Hero of the Year, who gave me the nickname Human Balto. 100 days from now, 100 days from today, exactly 100 days from today, take your mark, set. 100 days from now will be my first race of the year on April 6th. To everybody, Happy New Year. Enjoy your time. Welcome to 2024. Good night, everybody. And goodbye, 2023.